Alright, hello everybody. I'm back. Sorry for the really late start today. Whoa, yeah, it's still glitching out a bit. It's having a bunch of technical difficulties there. Like, both my light that I use for the camera wasn't working right. It was turning itself down to minimum brightness constantly. That was fun. And I had some technical difficulties with the mod pack itself, with the new version. It's having some graphical glitches that I needed to get ironed out, but I figured it out eventually. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get the server started up here. I'm starting a new run, like from scratch on this version, because apparently there's a bunch of changes. So, plus my old world wasn't that great anyway. There was a lot of things I did wrong, even just getting to late MV. Or I mean late LV, sorry. Barely got to where I could start to make aluminum. But, yeah. It was pretty bad. So, I've learned some things, and hopefully this one's gonna go much better now. Just, making sure I got it set up right here before I get it started. Let's see, let's make sure this is right. Let's see, I need to turn back on. I need to turn home on. Okay. I forgot to do this. Yeah, I'll turn back and home and RTP on. I don't know if I'll use them, but they'll be there if I do decide to use them. So. So, I have not picked a seed yet. I have no idea what I'm about to get myself into, so... yeah. Alright, here we go. So yeah, if I get a really bad seed, I'll probably just restart the server with a new world. But let's hope for a decent one. The last one got a pretty decent one the first time around, but was mainly my my building was terrible in that one. So, and let's go ahead and kick it over to the main menu here. Alright, hopefully the music's not too loud. It's definitely loud in my ears. Like, very loud. Even though I've turned it down. Apparently this is the new menu music. Let's hope it doesn't get copyright claimed on YouTube when it gets uploaded. Hopefully not. It was made specifically for the pack, so I assume it's okay. It's a pretty cool track, though. I've been listening to it here this few minutes. Apparently there's 2 other new ones, too. Let's see, just making sure I got everything here configured right. Okay. Yeah, 180 FPS looks fine. All this set to maxed out. Sodium smooth lighting has to be off because of better foliage. Even though sodium smooth lighting's a lot less glitchy, other than better foliage. I don't know why I keep wanting to say foliage. Okay, here we go. Let's see, is the server up? Almost. It's generating a spawn right now, so give it about 10-15 more seconds here. Alright. And we should be good now. Anytime. Apparently not. Come on. Start. Loading dimension 48. Loading dimensions. Yeah, what's going wrong here? Huh. Let's try taking that off. Server is not still starting. You're wrong, thing. Okay, there we go. Some reason I ran the command to op me real quick because I'm going to run a few commands when I start this up just to add a death counter to the player list. Yeah. And then I'm going to de-op myself after that. Trying to remember the commands. It's been quite a while since I've done this. Let's see. Let's see. Slash scoreboard. No. Oh, that's why. Yeah, that would help. It's like, yeah, that would help. There we go. All right. Okay, let's set the time to like 23,700 here. That'll give me time to de-op myself. I gotta do it on the server here. Alright, time is set to 0. Here we go. And let's see, let's set a spawn. It's like not the best starting location, that's for sure. I mean, snow biome is going to be really good for smoothies, but still. Oh god, the searing blindness. Get me out of that theme, it's so goofy. Back to the midnight theme. Much better. That theme is so bad. Alright, need gravel and logs. Yeah, I will go ahead and claim that apple, just in case. Definitely not gonna get a bed on day one, but hey. It is what it is. Can't win them all. There is no chance of me getting a bed on day one in a spawn location like this. This is pretty bad. So we probably will end up AFKing for 1 or 2 nights. That just happens in this pack. At the start. Wolves, better hope it's... Oh, that's bad. Yeah, there's so much nope there. No thanks. We'll take pumpkins. That's really good to have this early. Oh wow, there's cactus here too. Very nice. Let's get some sand. Okay. And let's get this. Alright. Now... Let's see, is this a hot river? No, it's just a straight hot desert biome. That's not good. What's the map look like? Yeah, I need to It's gonna be a little glitchy because the test server world. So I need to go over this way to hopefully get to better conditions. So northeast should be fine. I just want to grab this real quick. And now this will be a really good location to get some clay. I do like that, because I am going to need a lot of clay, but I'm not worried about it right now. I'm just worried about getting the few starting quests out of the way and getting shelter more than anything. For anyone watching this who's never played this pack, it is brutal. Like, not only is this the most complex Minecraft mod pack pretty much ever made, and the longest, but yeah, there's a lot more to it. The mobs, well, there's a lot of infernals, a lot of special creepers and spider types that will really mess you up. And mess you up is an understatement early on with how fast they'll kill you. Like, it is so fast. You would not believe. And there's also, like, no infinite water. And, there's Spice of Life mod, which if you've never played with that, it makes hunger a complete nightmare. Because you have to eat a variety of foods. And this is the old Spice of Life, where you actually have to eat a variety of foods, or the food just does nothing if you don't. Like, it is absolutely insane. And then, of course, you got GregTech and all the other stuff that comes along with it, except heavily customized. And if you thought GregTech was complex and hard, well, this ramps it up to like 15. Everything is made GregTech-y and way harder to do. So it will not be an easy task. Let's see. I don't need more than like 2 of them right now. I'll take that. Okay, what are we looking at for humidity? I'm looking up the top left. Okay, this biome is really good, this river oasis. And there's sheep here, which is really nice. So alright, I probably shouldn't be doing that, just for obvious reasons. And let me clear my hotbar off, because I need to grab these gardens. Any of the Spam's gardens. Yeah, I call it Spam's Harvest Craft, because it spams its world generation all over the place. Alright, let's see here. I need to consume 2 logs. Okay. That gets me a torch. That's going to be very important for first night. We need to make some flint. And flint can simply be made like this. Except it's very, very inefficient. So crafting table is next. That's been changed to 2 logs with 2 flint on top. And yeah, you can see where this goes. It's wacky. So, alright, main quest. I don't care, I already know. Just give me my free steak. Alright, tools. So, let's get some more wood here. Except now we're actually doing the vanilla achievement. In case you didn't catch it on the title screen, this is Minecraft 1.7.10, so yeah, it's not a 10-year-old version of the game, but this pack's been updated for 10 years, basically, at this point. Hi. Not a lot yet, just getting started here. You haven't missed much, except for me just grabbing some wood and dirt and gravel, so I did find a starting location here. I'm just going to build a temporary starting base, like, right in this area. Because I need an area of high humidity for GT&H reasons. Because this mod pack is insane. Alright, let's see. Let's convert all of that. And yeah, even the wood is nerfed. I normally get 4 sticks, 4 planks. No, you get half. Because game reasons. Like, welcome to GregTech, where everything is a nightmare. Let's see, that's a knife. What are the recipes? I forget. Okay, it wants wooden ones. They added wooden tools. What have they done to this game? What did you do, GT&H dubs? Why? Normally you skip straight to making GregTech flint tools. This is why I started a new world, because they changed a lot of the early game stuff from what I've heard. So, some for the better, some for the worse. It's like, the GregTech flint tools were nice because they have higher durability than vanilla wooden tools. And they're as fast as vanilla stone tools. So, yeah. I guess we get crappy vanilla wooden tools now. Because GregTech. So, and yeah, I was super late starting because technical difficulties, not only with the mod pack, but with everything else too. Alright, I need to get ready to hide. Another thing you're gonna notice if I come outside at night in this pack, you can't see anything. And when I say anything, I mean anything. Because there's hardcore darkness in this pack. It will be absolutely black. Here, any second now, it's going to be just absolutely black. So, I need to hide. Alright, let's just dig right here. Oh, nice. I dug into a patch of gravel. That is awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, as you can see, it's coal black already. You can't see anything. Even in the dark, can't see nothing. Like, that's how crazy this pack is. Oh, it's actually hardened sand. Alright. I can live with hardened sand. That's fine. Just need to dig out a box here. Now, the bad part is I really don't have much food. That's going to be very bad times. But yeah, and if you missed it, this is basically the most complex Minecraft mod pack in existence. Not to mention one of the longest. Complete everything in this pack takes many thousands of hours. So, like, many, many thousands of hours. It is crazy. Alright, yeah, like, you'll see when I go over this, I get a grace period of 10 food items eaten before the hell starts. So, hell being diminishing returns, like it says. And they are evil. Let's see, I need to make an axe. And then I need to make a hoe because, New Horizons, you need to farm early because of said, crazy spice of life insanity. So, 10 oak planks, a cookie, or a Stone Age loot bag. What can we get from the Stone Age loot bag, though? Let's see. That's not what I want. Right here. Basic Stone Age uses. There we go. Just a bunch of food and imp skin armor. Clay, like, yeah, it's basic garbage, as well as, trash loot, which is, not much better. Yeah, it's hot garbage, so I think I'm just gonna take the, food bag either way, because I got plenty of, wood right now. Alright, need to make a wooden sword. These used to not be in the game except for the sword. Just fun fact in this pack. These used to be removed. You had to make GregTech flint tools. That's why I was like making flint. It's like, wait, we're making flint only to make a crafting table. We're not making GregTech tools anymore. And it's like, well then. Alright, let's get a chest. Oak sapling and an apple. That is a very good move, because free food. So much of a good move, I'm gonna make 2. And your best option here is to take walnuts, because that unlocks way more food variety, and that's what matters the most right now, is food variety more than anything else. Like, all of this crap, it's like, you know, if I need emergency food, I can get a cookie here, or, you know. Like this, these coins, like, I'm not gonna do this yet, like, that's a free baguette. It's effectively emergency food. If I'm starving to death, literally, I can just complete one of those real quick. Alright, so a chest. It's way more expensive than normal. Yeah, it's a lot. It's basically 12 planks and a flint instead of 8 planks. Except it costs a lot more wood to get said planks. Yeah. You can see where this is going. This is going to be a recurring theme through the whole pack. It's like this. Alright, so we can start trashing all of this garbage in here. Loop that around like that. And grab what I need only. Yeah, I don't need that. Sand I don't need. Let's grab some dirt just in case. Alright. This, I literally want another chest, because chests are expensive. Alright. Whoop, that's the wrong button. That's Thumbcraft, whatever this is. Like, oh, this is the Thumbcraft node tracker. Okay. I'm like, what the hell am I looking at? And then it hit me, oh, it's the Thumbcraft node tracker. That's what it is. I hate Thumbcraft, so yeah. You're kind of required to do it in this pack, like very much required. It is what it is. I already found pumpkins, so I'm going to take the melons. Because, again, food variety. You turn in 8 sticks, you get 5 carrots. Easy enough. And we will take it up on that offer. Need to kill some pigs. This gives some free bone meal. It's talking about, yeah, special mobs, infernal mobs. Just don't ask. You will die. And it's like, you gotta watch, because if these things have, like, vengeance or other traits on them, yeah, you're gonna one-shot yourself by doing that. Not to mention, there's, like, fishing zombies, creepers that make giant balls of dirt, and cobblestone with infernal silverfish infested in every single block of cobblestone and the ball it makes. Yeah. It's awful. And again, that's also an understatement. Yeah, drowning creeper. When it explodes, it surrounds you in a ball of cobble filled with water. Not only do you got to escape before you drown, with like it says, cobble's infested with silverfish, and they're all infernal. Like the best thing to do if this goes off in your base is just restore the last backup, because you're not cleaning this up early game. You just restore the backup or just abandon your base altogether, because you can't save it until later on. It's that bad. All right, I need to get 64 stone here. This is really not a good location with all this stupid sand. And since this is old Minecraft, it's like you got all the old mechanics like torches and mob spawning being goofy. I'm gonna keep hitting I because of Craftopia. Just saying that right now, I'm gonna keep hitting I by accident constantly. Oh, I'll just mine for a bit here. What do we got? Small asbestos ore. Okay. This may actually be a very useful ore vein in this chunk. This is an ore chunk. I'm looking at the tip. If you're curious, I'm looking at the top left of the screen up there where it says this is an ore chunk. I guess I should go ahead and explain to you how those work. So, they don't work like Minecraft ores. You do have small ores that are scattered around the map like this, that kind of hint at what ore is in this general area. Though it's not always correct. Sometimes it can just throw you off and randomly, like, put something like this and say this would be, I don't know, an iron vein down there. There's not just one type of iron vein. It's like if you see multiple like this, chances are it's probably what that is. If you see like a one-off, it may be lying, basically. But, yeah, so every 3x3 chunks on a grid is an ore vein. So, like, this chunk I'm in right here is the center ore chunk. These 8 chunks around it, this would be, like, essentially an ore vein underneath here somewhere. And then the next 3 chunks, I would go, like, say, right 3 chunks here. This would be another center of an ore vein right here, somewhere around this chunk. So you basically, to find ores in GregTech, have to dig down in the middle of ore chunks until you find the ore vein, basically. There I go, hitting I again. Told you that was going to happen a lot. Oh, and I did it again. And that's not going to work. That will. So yeah, I don't really need those right now, which is why I'm not grabbing them. Kinda doesn't matter. Not gonna need asbestos for quite a while. That's just not something that's useful right now. Main targets are gonna be iron, copper, coal, tin, gold, and redstone, pretty much. And this is gonna be 9. And this is gonna be 8, so yeah. There's the stone. Alright, so yeah, they still have 65 now, so these have 64 durability. They changed it at least. It's slightly better than the 60 they normally get. Normally the durability is 59 on these. Alright, so that just gives me another flint. I'll go ahead and take it. Furnaces are also different. They're cobblestone and flint, so... Like that, you're gonna see a recurring theme here. Let's just go ahead and make 2 for now, since I'm low on flint. And we'll just stick them right there. It gives me another loot bag, sure. Baked potato. Yeah. Keyword. Baked. it's a baked potato on a stick, and as far as spice of life is concerned, this and this are two different things, even though all you did was just stick it on a piece of wood. Same goes for basically every food in the mod pack. It's like anything you can do to change it to a different item adds variety, basically. Oh, hey, it's one of the new songs again. I don't recognize this one. Alright, what else can I do? I need to find some berry bushes. Like, there's a lot. I need to plant these carrots. I can't make a proper farm right now, so just have to do it the hard way, basically. And it is morning, so it should be safe by now to go outside. Oh yeah, it's plenty safe. Alright. Let's just go temporary base here. And start chopping. I need to chop trees and get that farm planted. In fact, let's do the farm first. That would be wise here. What was that I just got? Oh, sesame seeds, kiwi, and pineapple. I broke a garden. Didn't even notice I broke one. But yeah, that's how insane this pack is. And let's see here. Yeah, this is just the early game, just to get to a bed and then to, like, teach you the basics. Yeah, there's all of this to do. And I can go on and on, like, that's that, you know, this is all of that. Space race, like, all of this. This pack has thousands of quests. Like, this is just oil processing. This is going to be one that's very important. This farming, fishing, and cooking one. And, yeah, you can see where I'm going. This is your GregTech tiers. You got your Stone Age, which is just getting to your first steam boiler. Pretty much, like, here's a tin, copper, iron, redstone. That's why I mentioned those. Then you got the GregTech Steam Age with all steam machines. This works up towards getting a proper electric generator here. This little steam generator right here. The steam turbines. So, yeah, there's a lot going on, as you can tell. And that's all you get for a wooden hoe. That's it. It's not much. So, right. Oh my god, that was close. And yeah, that latest death is a lie. I did not die. So, let's just delete that. That was left over from the test world. Just, yeah. Because I didn't delete the journey map. Or, I mean, Zero's mini-map files. I hate journey map. Let's see. Let's go sesame, pineapple. But yes, good thing that was a concussion creeper. I heard this noise and I'm like, oh god, here we go. It already begins. You know, and it's like, you better hope it's not a drowning creeper when that happens. Luckily it's concussion creeper. All they do is teleport you a short distance. They don't actually do any damage at all. So, I got very, very lucky there. Let's just eat an apple for variety. I need to start soft malleting those apples now. Because you gotta be real careful with hunger early on. Eventually, I'll be able to get an axe, a special healing axe that will negate hunger entirely. Basically, my goal, just like last attempt at this, was kind of rush the healing axe just on the side. Yeah, the goal this time is basically going to be to barrel straight to the healing axe. Just end of story, because it's so good. Ah, shoot. That wasted hunger. So did that. Just stop jumping. Yeah, I need every single point of hunger that I can get right now. And yeah, unlike vanilla, trees will just automatically destroy themselves. At least most of them, anyway. Not all of them will. But let's see. F is going to be... oh yeah, we're using modern mechanics now. I forgot about that. Another advantage to 2.8. Using the actual, like, modern Minecraft offhand. Not the Mine and Blade Battle Gear offhand. Totally forgot that's going to be a thing now. Let's see, is Mine and Blade still in here? Okay, yeah, Battle Gear is still in here. Alright, that's good. There's some genuinely useful stuff early on, like these shields are kind of the only alternatives here. So, because I mean, we're not going to have like a vanilla shield. So, you got to do what you got to do. That's good they left that there, at least. Yeah, here's another Spam's Garden. I'm going to leave that one there. Let it grow, because these will slowly spread over time. Let's see. Let's go down in here. Let's grab my walnut sapling and my apple saplings, my steak, and the berry garden. There we go. And we can just plop this right there. Let's put this kind of right about here-ish. That should be good. Oh, you're gonna see that screen a lot. Yeah. So as that, I'm gonna be making that mistake constantly. Let's just plant these in a random location and run. Because all the nasty infernals are about to start spawning. And we obviously don't want those. Let's see. I should plant at least one of these. I may be able to rush my way out there real quick since I haven't moved very far. Let's see. Wait, it takes both. That's right. Right, it takes both of these to make a melon seed. I forgot about that. There it is. Yep. You have to mallet those, break them, you lose the melons to get your one melon seed for 2 slices. Because GregTech. Yeah, see that right there? That's bad news. That is very bad news. That's the exact opposite of what you want to see. Just fun. That's so much nope. Let's make one more of those. And let's go back to here. Yeah, you can see this shows all of them. Like, view mode was just on by default, which is kind of wild. I guess it makes sense. Usually most packs, that's off by default, so you can't see the upcoming quests, but you can just enable it there. For this pack, it's a really good idea to look ahead and see what's coming up, so I know what I need to prepare for. Because this stuff gets crazy very quickly. Alright, that needs leather. Can't make that. Yeah, I don't have anywhere near that many logs. I don't have bamboo, so... Alright, I can make this, at least. Let's see, 4 logs, 4 flint, and a cobble. I think I can make that still. Yep, I can. There we go. Alright. And yeah, if you thought the vanilla shield blocked your view, get a load of that thing. And it has a timer. You can't just hold them up infinitely either. Which makes this a little more difficult. They don't fully block damage either. So I know that from playing Material Energy Hypercubed so much, another mod pack that has Mine and Blade in it. This gives a free leather, so... Normally you would upgrade right to the hide shield, but don't have enough there. Oh, my throat got scratchy there all of a sudden. Oh, man. So, yeah, I'm at kind of an impasse here. I can't really do anything. Apple juice, berries, brain jerky. Okay. Yeah, there's not really a lot I can do right now except just mine. But I don't want to mine very much because I only have 1 torch right now. So... Like, yeah, that's 8, that's 8, that's 8. 9. I can mine 2 more this way. Make 8. So... Yeah, we're kind of just waiting out the night, sort of. I can turn the cobble into stone. I just don't want to because I don't have very many logs and I have another quest that needs a ton of them. If we look at this, yeah, no, they're fuel, right? But they can't be smelted in a furnace. There's no furnace up here. You need a Railcraft coke oven to make charcoal. That's a GregTech thing. You can't make charcoal in a regular furnace. So, yay! Like, hooray for nerfs, right? Let's see. Let's go ahead and not do that right now. I will go ahead and cook up this raw mutton just so it gives a little bit more food. And I'll eventually eat another raw mutton to start out. But yeah, there's not really much I can do here. There's no point in enchanting these. They're hot garbage anyway. We got some kimchi. That's nice. Banana milkshakes. Actually pretty good there. And apple pie's really nice. It's like, yeah, I can't complain about that. Alright, which one of these gives 2.5? This one. There we go. So I need all the help I can get at this point. Yeah, I only want to take a small amount of food with me. I don't want to take much. I don't need that. Don't need that. Like, when I go out there in the morning, I want to make sure it's safe. And we're not quite there yet. Like, there's not really anything I can do, because if I go out there for very long and travel, I'm gonna die. Guaranteed. Yeah, this is just how it goes with this pack. I do want to take the bone meal with me when I go out there, though, and break that stuff up. And possibly grow an apple tree, but I want to do the carrots first to get potatoes, because the baked potatoes are actually decent for early game. Let's see, can I mine any farther here? Yep. Only one block. And we won't even take all the dirt. Don't need it. So yeah, goals here. Bone meal the carrots, get some wool, leather, and kill some pigs if there are any nearby. So the bed is no longer very simple, right? You need 2 fences, you need the soft mallet. As in GregTech, you have to use tools to craft. So you need 3 planks and 3 carpets. Carpet, unlike vanilla, you need to use GregTech tools to get the normal yield. The 2 wool to 3 carpet. Oh, you get 1 carpet for 2 wool early game. Because this pack is evil. Yeah, that thing's in the water. That is not good. It looks like a normal skeleton, so I might be able to take that thing. But I'm not going to risk it just yet. I mean, worst that happens, I have to go walk back and grab my stuff again, but you also lose a lot of hunger by doing that, so you kind of want to avoid it if possible. Let's see, are there any more sheep? Where did the other sheep go, too, that were here? Concussion creeper. There we go. Easily dealt with. Going too far into this biome can be bad. I do want these gardens, though. These are the Spam's textile gardens. That'll at least get me some form of cotton. The Natura cotton is better. By quite a lot, actually. So I want to get Natura cotton, like, ASAP. I should be mining logs here. Since I need a full stack of logs for that quest, I need to be getting those. And yeah, I'm going to be taking this slow, so progression's not going to be very fast. Not like some. There are some who will just rip through it, like, pretty quickly, the early game. I'm not one of them. Ooh. Spruce is good. Like, the most broken vanilla wood, by far. Just due to how easy it is to get a ton of it. Because of 2x2s. And hopefully by the time I get back, that skeleton will have despawned. Let's hope. So that's kind of my goal here, is just wait it out, sort of. Yeah, I'm getting lots of gardens. Really nice. And this is about to break here any second now. This is probably the last log I'm getting with this. One more. A biome with a ton of mushrooms would be nice too. The mushroom gardens all grow on logs, so it's a really easy way to get a lot of logs. Mark that, because bees will become relevant and kind of required eventually. So, not escape them forever. Zinc gravel, that's useful. It's not useful right this second, but it will be useful once we get into electricity. I also need to be grabbing snowballs. These are good for smoothies. Smoothies are a really easy way to get variety out of fruit items and certain vegetables. So, I want to grab a decent amount. Like, the main goal for today's stream is basically gonna be, get a hidey hole and get a coke oven. That's pretty much my goal. A coke oven is basically just a bunch of sand, clay, and gravel, pretty much. And if I can get a smeltery along with that, which is also a bunch of sand, clay, and gravel, that'll be good. But if I don't, it's no big deal. That'll be the goal for the next one tomorrow. We'll see how far I get. I don't really have a ton of time today, just purely due to the technical difficulties. So far, everything seems to be working now, which is good. And yeah, you're gonna hear me panic every time I hear something, because I'm not gonna know if is it a creeper or is it some random infernal that doesn't burn during the day, you know? You never know. And that's the end of those for now. Okay, I'll leave now. That just happened. Whatever that was, I probably don't want to know. There's probably an infernal somewhere, like, shallow underground that's just out of range of rendering the boss bar, is my guess. $32, made to 52, that's 55, I'm getting there. Alright, this should be enough right here. 6, 7, and 58. Normally vary against leaving floating trees, but you're probably going to see some floating trees due to panic running away from random mobs. And once I get the basics set up, I want to look for a more permanent base location. This location is really not good. It's the amount of space required in this pack. Yeah. Let's just say, yeah. It's a lot. There's multi-block machines in this pack that span entire chunks and bigger. Some of which you need dozens, if not hundreds of. Like, say that little 3x3x3 railcraft coke oven that's kind of my goal for today. That's quickly going to multiply into 2 and 4 and 20, and eventually it's going to multiply into like 50 of those to be able to run a proper railcraft boiler setup. Like maxed out railcraft boiler setup. Because that's kind of what's necessary. Floaters, I know. Deal with it. So I know that'll trigger somebody, myself included, but yeah, kind of got to do it. Alright, so if we take the carrots, now we get potatoes. And now I can bake a potato and make that. So. And keyword, we're going to bake a potato. Because I want as many of these planted as possible. Yeah, forget about it. That's a no. Too late. That is a solid nope on the scale of 1 to nope. Alright. 2 melons, 2 pumpkins, or 9 sticks. Quite literally, I'm going to take the melons there. Just to expand melon production that much faster. And I also need to get pumpkins up and running. This should be the same like that, except you get 2 seeds for pumpkins instead of 1. Don't ask me why, I have no idea. I really do not know. Let's go and turn in that wood over here. You only needed to consume 10, but you need to retrieve 64 first. Now I get some torches, so now we can do some things. And you hear the carrots grow. Yes, in fact. Am I a genuine lunatic for being out here right now? Yes. That was a terrible idea. And don't worry, I'm about to do another terrible idea. You can see Nasty's all the way out there. Like, yeah. Just so much nope. I should probably plant these so they're there. Just to get as much food as possible, as quickly as possible. Oh boy, that was concussion. We're good. Oof. I've gotten really lucky with those. Like, incredibly lucky. That I haven't died to a creeper yet. I'm pushing my luck. Let's see. Yeah, every time I go out there, I'm taking a massive risk. So, just plunk that down right there, and then run. That way they'll at least start to spread. Okay, so we can just go... like this. There we go. As I said, eventually I'll get Natura cotton. Is this stuff right here? We can get a little bit like this. So, alright, so if we take a couple of those, we can get that. But and yeah, you see, it takes 3 to make 1 string. So what I'm actually gonna do is that. And then, again, with the terrible idea, let's do this. Purely because I did not learn my lesson the first time. Yeah, you see, that's a big nasty over there. Pulled it off. That's the only thing that matters, is I pulled it off. Alright, so what can we do with this food while I wait? Stripped oak log. Why? They can't even be turned into planks. Oof. Alright. Like, hey, GTNH dubs, you missed one. What was I doing here? This is what I was doing. So yeah, if we take apple juice... yeah, we can't do it that way. Let's see. Let's look up smoothies here. Alright, let's see. Yeah. Just, okay, it's just the mallet, the fruit, and the snowball. Mallet, fruit, snowball. Gets an apple smoothie. That gives 1.5 hunger and half a saturation. Apple juice gives 1 hunger and like 1/3 of a saturation. So, of course, I'm going to take the smoothie route. They're better. This cactus can actually be put to use too. Cactus juice is literally a food like that. So cactus also has other uses. As you can see, it's used in some upgrades for things, but also used like over here for cactus green. That's normal. They can be used as fuel. That's pretty normal. Cactus soup is a food I can make, but I need stock. In here, it's of course used for botania stuff. Like there's more uses for it. Like over here, yeah, there's a lot. Can also be squeezed into biomass and fermented and all of that, and water. This is where it really shines. Is it's a really good source of water earlier on. Oh God, don't remind me of Avaricious. Just get that out of my head right now. So we'll go ahead and gobble up one of those. So another thing I'm going to do right now is this, for one. Hi. Special Mobs giant zombie. And yeah, the zombies are also smarter. As I was gonna say, the zombies are also smarter in this pack. Before random sound effects just jump scare the crap out of me. Oh, nice. Got a zombie head, too. Can't beat that. Alright, so the quest also is going to want cobble stairs. Pretty sure. Yeah, right here. I just know that one from before. You get a stack of ladders, and believe me, that's good, because, yeah, look how horrible they are to make. Steel screws, you need steel bolts. You need a steel rod, which you need steel ingot, which needs a blast furnace to make. Blast furnace needs vanilla blast furnaces or iron furnaces, and fire bricks. Fire bricks are compressed fire clay, which is fire clay dust, which is clay and brick dust. Brick dust needs bricks and a mold, like brick here, which is unfired clay. Clay in a wooden form with a brick, which needs a knife. You get where I'm coming from, which needs a tinker's pattern. Yeah, it never ends. Welcome to GregTech. It's like this is gonna be the whole pack. You want to make one item? Yeah, it's gonna take 55 other things to get that done. Purely because it can. And I actually need to make these. Hey, what are the odds they left these in? Nope, they still got those disabled. Alright, so the big thing is going to be stocking up on that. We should make a knife, but I don't have any flint, so... Hooray for that. But yeah, this is gonna be the whole thing right here. Just a lot of doing this. This pack early on is extremely, like, manual grinding. Like, extreme levels of manual grinding. It's nuts. But as you progress, things get easier and easier to make. In terms of the earlier materials, anyway. The later materials get really complex, require a ton of multi-block machines and all sorts of other processes to make. It's insanity. But that's what makes this mod so much fun, is nothing is easy. It's kind of this mod's mentality, is nothing is easy anymore. Doesn't matter what you want to make, there's going to be a lot of steps involved in making it. Alright, we need to pull a few of these off. Let's just do it by this. If you use the knife to finish them off, it's a little bit less likely for them to blow up in your face. It's, yeah, if you don't kill animals humanely in this pack, aka use anything that's not a knife, they have a chance to explode in your face as punishment. Gourd garden. Nice. And I do need to stock up on gardens, as many as possible, because they are a huge part of the Healing Axe quest. Like, it requires a certain amount of basically every type of garden. So I want to be collecting as much as possible, whenever possible. I'll fairly quickly get some backpacks and stuff to help with the storage nightmare. But we're not quite there yet. There's some sheep. That's what I want. And yeah, the explosion only applies to the hit that actually kills the animal, which is why I can do what I'm doing. These are also needed right here. So, as part of a quest, specifically for one of the foods for the Healing Axe. So, unless they've changed what's required for it. What is the humidity? Oh, jeez. There I go panicking again, and it was just a rabbit. Lavender fields are 70% humidity? Okay, that's acceptable. That's not great. 80% and above is great. 70, 60 even is acceptable. You can get away with 50, you just need more water tanks to start. Water tanks are kind of the early game way to get quote-unquote infinite water. And the attack speed on this thing is terrible. And that's an understatement. Yeah, that's the quest the cows are supposed to moo that teaches you about the knife mechanics with the animals. Alright, that should be enough for now. I don't want to take them all out and then not have anything to do stuff with. Marking hives. And these will become relevant. So, just not right this second. I don't care about that right now. Yeah, that pig is not having a good day. Whatever is hitting it there is doing some damage. Alright, 3 more foods till I get to diminishing returns land. Now 2. I don't care about that stuff. Probably have killed off all the sheep, like, closer to the base, but kind of have to. There's another garden right here. Again, need as many of those as possible. I need to quit running, too. Oh, here we go. Blueberry bush. Jackpot. Those are literally the easiest source of food, like, that I can get, basically. Like, by far the easiest. So. Let's make another GregTech knife. I need to run to the base. I should not be doing what I'm doing. Just get to the base. Yeah, desperate times call for desperate measures now. Run. Like, holy crap, run. In fact, so much I'm gonna waste additional hunger. Okay. Any food grown? Not really. Better than nothing, at least. Let's pop these out here real quick. Just boom, 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 boom. And that'll be okay-ish for now. Alright. Whew, that was close. Not gonna lie. Alright, we can make a couple of blueberry smoothies here. Let's gobble up this apple pie. Alright, I'm gonna be inefficient with one just to get the other stuff there. Let's see, how many more do we have for diminishing? Let's eat the crappy food first. Then eat that. Then eat that, just to optimize intake a little bit. Because you kind of have to do that here. Okay, what else can I do? 5, 6. I don't know if I can get away with this, but I'm gonna try. Okay. Okay, let's try and make a bed. I will take that. These are pretty decent too, right there, the swaderos. They're pretty good food. Let's just go A on that. Ah, man, they do have to be the same. Oof. Okay. Can we re-dye carpet easily? Probably not. So I need to just waste 2 of my bone meal right there. And do that. We're good. Alright, so 2 fences. These need sticks and planks. We can do that. Like so. Then we should be able to just pop these in there, and we got our bed. Nice. And I will take the oak door, because the oak door, well, yeah, as you can see, it's a nightmare. So, very nice to get this, you know. Stone Age loot, sure. Pork, sure, I'll take it. This we get an iron knife, that's nice. Yeah, see here, it's teaching you about food variants right here, in fact. Like tea leaves and grapes, yeah. Make cups of tea and smelt the grapes into raisins for additional variety. Like if I was desperate, you know, I could say, hey, I'll eat raw grapes, but I'll also eat grape juice, grape smoothies, and raisins, and that's 4 food types right there. They're not very good, like none of them are very good, but you know, in a pinch, that's 4 different food types out of 1, basically. So, same with tea. You can eat the tea leaves, and you can also eat the cup of tea. So, adds up very quickly. Yeah, the swaderos is what I was saying. They're pretty decent. Like, little over 1 on saturation, 2.5 for hunger. Very nice stuff. The cookie arrow. These are fun, too. Another fun, old-school modded item right there. You can do all sorts of weird things with those. Like, all kinds of weird things. Let's just plop it down, like, right here. Sure. Yeah, that'll work. And it's like so much easier now that I can sleep through the night. So much easier. Alright, I need to get another couple of chests going here. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. And right now I don't care about organizing the inventory very much. Like I said, it's temporary, so it really doesn't matter. I can make carrot juice out of these carrots. In fact, I will do that real quick. There we go. Is there anything else I can make in a pinch here? I need to get that garden growing, that garden growing. I need to get that going. Let's see, we'll take this blueberry smoothie with me. I need, I think, a ground garden growing. Oh, yeah, and I'll take this cactus juice and eat it. There we go. Oh god. It's like, well then. Hi. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Come on. Hey you, I'm over here. Come and eat me. What if I break that? There we go. Boom. Easy. Alright, I need that garden planted, as well as a gourd garden. I wish my apple trees would grow. But I really ain't got much in the way of anything to do about that right now. Get all of that going. Oh, man. Right, that's good. Let's see, what else can I make here? Make an apple juice out of that apple. I don't need to eat it right now, but I will eventually. So yeah, this will probably be the base location right here, is in like this general area, around where this lavender fields is. Because it'll be nice. I got hot biome right here. Hot and arid for bees. I got cold for bees. I got a more like temperate and humid climates right here. I mean, there's literally a swamp right next to this, so I kind of got everything I need right here, in a way. So I really like this spawn. This is extremely good, in fact. You got like all the different climates just bam, 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 bam right next to each other. Alright, so what's next here? Goals. Yeah, there's a lot. And yeah, like my goal the first time was basically EBF, pretty much, which is what I got, the electric blast furnace. So it's like I was saying, like you don't, your first run, you're not gonna go all the way to the end. You're gonna get tired out and bored of it. If you just try going straight into this and like, hey, I'm gonna go all the way to the Stargate, you know, yeah, you're gonna burn yourself out if you try to do that really quickly. So you will burn yourself out very quickly doing it. And there are crazy ways of doing this. Yeah, play it in hardcore. I just don't. Like, you have to be clinically insane to try that because of the infernals. The no rocket run, this you can kind of do most everything. Like it says, bees, crops, and blood magic meteors will kind of be required. There's also skyblock and speed running it to various things. A lot of people do like a coke oven percent as a thing in this pack. That's literally an actual speedrun category, is coke oven percent. You basically just speedrun to a coke oven because it's relatively quick. So, and then like Skyblock, there's even a person I've been watching on YouTube who took this to the next level of even more challenges. Not Skyblock, nothing. Yes, nothing. Like, I am not kidding. He started with nothing. No blocks, nothing. And yes, it's possible to do almost everything. Just like a Skyblock, it's possible to do almost everything in the pack. As insane as that sounds. So, I'm not that crazy. Hey, finally an apple tree. It's about stinking time. Hooray. Alright, so if I remember right, yeah. How do you do these? I forget. It's not that. There's a way to do these where they don't reset. That's a little bit better than doing it that way. I just don't remember what it is. I'll have to test things to figure it out. Come on. There it is. Like, I know I can do it. Just do it. Whether you like it or not. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Nothing else grown yet. Sheesh. The berry bushes aren't looking that bad. That's good. Okay, so if we move on from this, we're kind of firmly in the year zero here. So we'll take our lunch bag. That can be used to store a couple different types of food. Alright, so we need 2 stacks of sand, 25 smelted stone, and 2 stacks of clay balls. So, and 2 stacks of gravel. Which means I need a whole heck of a lot of shovels. Also, it's like, when are we getting into Tinker's tools? Where did they move Tinker's construct? Okay, right after this. That's good. The paper, yeah. Okay. It's still where it was, basically. Yeah, this is today's goal right here. Is getting charcoal, basically. It is time to sleep. In fact, it's past time to sleep. Alright, so yeah, if I open this up, I can go boom, boom, and just store 3 types of food in there. To clear a little bit of space out of the inventory. So when I open this bag up and eat from it, it will just eat whatever the most efficient food inside of it is. So, very nice to have. rip that one out. I'll rip these out right here. And let's just say one project later in required me to mine over 10, 11,000-ish clay balls by hand. That tells you how brutally grindy this gets. Like, it's not easy. And since I'm not, like, settling right here permanently, I don't care if I kind of destroy the landscape here a little bit. My old base, I settled literally right next to the spawn point, pretty much. And that playthrough is up on YouTube. I kind of delayed uploading it by, like, an entire year because of the hiatus. But it is on YouTube if you want to see what I was doing in the old one. I got up to an EBF plus a steam boiler setup on there. It was like late LV tier. LV is the lowest tier of electricity in GregTech. The EBF is the gate into MV. You need to make aluminum with the EBF. Each tier in GregTech has like its own like primary material. In case of like MV, it's aluminum. LV, it's steel. So, which is why we're working. Basically, all this is working towards a primitive blast furnace, which is used to just make steel. It's not powerful enough to make, say, aluminum or most other alloys. It's primarily there for just steel. Essentially the goal of all of this, coke ovens into smelteries, into primitive blast furnace. That gets into, after that, you use the stuff from there, the steel and all that, to start making low voltage electricity materials, and so on and so on. Alright, there's sand done. That wasn't that bad. Now let's just get gravel out of the way. Oop. Well then. Right, there's gravel done. Stone just requires some mining. Is there any exposed stone I can use? Yes, over here there is. Alright, let's see, we need a little more clay first. Not much, this'll do. And I may as well get a ton of clay, because all three of these are also used in the smeltery. Though if I can get lucky and find a village nearby, I can steal smeltery parts from there, while also just doing the quest to make my own smeltery. Because you have a choice. You can steal the parts and do a quest that involving the villagers, or you can make your own. But if you're clever, you can just steal the parts to a smeltery while also just doing the grindy stuff and making your own to kind of get the best of both worlds. You still can only complete one of the quests, but you get free smeltery materials if you do it yourself and also raid the village. Which is why that's what I want to do. Alright, so that... we need to smelt some of this. 12. Let's go with 15. We'll make 30 total here. Alright, that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And yeah, a lot of this is also knowing your Minecraft stuff. Trust me when I say that. A lot of this is knowing your Minecraft stuff really well. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Alright, that'll give 30 because mortars each take 5 stone. And in this case, 2 flint also. For this, we can either get more clay, bacon sandwiches, or food loot bags. Honestly, I'll take the bacon sandwiches there. This will take the leek bacon soup, just because it's free variety. And this is a bacon cheeseburger or a loot bag. I'm going to take the loot bag here, because I got a chance of getting more than that out of it. But I also have a chance of getting less, so... it could backfire. This gives fried chicken, sure. No, what this quest is saying, the more food I eat, the more hearts I get. Basically, the more variety of foods you eat, your max health goes up as you eat more. Is pretty much what it's saying. Yeah, as you can see, the fried chicken, 3.5 and 2.5. Like, this is 3 and 1.5. The bacon sandwich is 2.5, 1.5. So, it's a lot of really, really good foods, like, really quickly. And you can't complain about that. And you also get this food journal. I can use this to look up, like, what I've eaten and what I've recently eaten. Like, right here, this will tell me everything I've recently eaten and how much hunger it filled. So I can use this to keep track if I'm not sure of, like, what I'm wanting to eat. That will tell me. And I forgot the rest of that. Alright, that should do right there. Done. You get 16 more stone or a chisel. I'm going to take the chisel. As you'll see why here in just a few seconds, why I took the chisel. So if we go to chisel, right? I don't know, let's say this, any chisel blocks. As we get to them. Yeah, chisel blocks. Note in the tooltip, mobs cannot spawn on this block. That's a thing in GTNH. As long as you use certain blocks on your floor, no mobs will spawn, no matter what the light level is. So, very useful to build your floor out of, like, chisel blocks. Same with the ceiling of your base, if it's an outdoor base. That way you don't have to worry about lighting it up or missing one random block somewhere and then regretting it later. It's a pretty nice feature. So, mortar is next. It's really simple. 5 stone, 2 flint or ingots. Easy mode. Better materials make better mortar that lasts longer. Trust me when I say there's no point in making anything but flint mortars. Like, actually no point. So now that I have a mortar, right? I'm in here. Next quest is an unfired clay bucket. That's just clay dust. So if we take some clay, 1 clay ball gives a small pile of clay dust, like that. 4 of these gives a full clay dust, and then we use 5 of those. Make an unfired clay bucket. Easy. And then the rest of this mortar, I'm just going to take gravel and spam it into flint. Now I'm going to make another mortar. And, well, you get the idea. Take the gravel, spam it into flint. I already got a nice supply of this stuff. And now we'll make yet another mortar. Let's go ahead and sleep through the night. And I got speed 3 for a couple minutes for being well fed and rested. That's a thing in this pack. Okay, I guess those always just break now. That kind of blows. And I'll take that apple. Kind of rating these. Is any of these grown yet? No. I can probably get rid of that bloater too. I just don't really care at the moment. Alright. So we take our unfired clay bucket. Drop it in there. We get a clay bucket. Clay bucket can only move lava 1 time. But it can still move water and other cold liquids like that an infinite amount of times. So still very useful, and it's pretty much the only option right now. So that'll complete that. Peanut butter cookies or raisin cookies. So because I can already easily get raisins, I'm already growing fruit gardens, the berry ones. So I'm actually going to take the peanut butter cookies because I don't have peanuts yet. Finite water, consume logs, get cactus. I'm going to go ahead and turn it in for completion's sake. I didn't need to do that. Alright, now the fun part. Wood pulp and paper. The first real manual crafting grind is right here. So, wood pulp, mortar, logs. Yeah. Mortar, half a stack of logs. Have fun. Let's see here. What else can I do? Let's see. Do these even still exist? No, they do not. That blows. Not gonna lie, that kind of blows. This is good to eat now. This does not have anything on it. I have to be careful where I take the water from, since it's not infinite, it's going to consume it. But it's not like the end of the world or anything. Get rid of that floater while I can. Just because it's here, go ahead and get rid of it. Boom. Alright, where is it hidden in here? There it is. That should do it. Yep, that did it. Man, yeah, that time is going fast. Let's see, how long do I got? I got about 45 minutes left. Or I gotta stop for now. Should be able to get the coke oven by then. Don't think I'm gonna get the smeltery today. We'll work on the smeltery tomorrow. Oh, I just noticed that. There's another garden there. Nice. Right, are there any more hidden over here? Let's kind of remove these, because the gardens will spawn inside of wood and leaves and overwrite it. Nope. There's not another one there. That sucks, but one is okay. And as you can imagine, the early base is just going to be a bunch of chiseled cobblestone and stuff. I also made the mistake of last time of building basically the entire walls of my main factory building out of clay. That was a mistake. Doing it that early on when I couldn't really automatically create clay very easily. So I manually mined an absolute freaking ton of clay after having to manually mine 10, 11,000 clay. On top of it. I just compounded the problem and made it that much worse on myself. I don't think I'm going to make that mistake this time. We'll wait to build a base out of clay until I actually have enough. Instead of burning it all away that quick. Alright, so what we can do here is this. Like that, we got our stack of wood pulp. This is a crafting task. You have to do this. It's not optional. You gotta be real careful with the quest book, too, and not do things too far ahead of time, and also, like, actually do things that are required, and certain things are marked as optional. Certain things are not, so you kind of want to make sure you're doing it right, you know. So if we take our water, we come in here. There's 2 paper. And we do it again. Because this isn't a tinker's crafting station, this is what's going to happen every single time. So this is kind of your first manual crafting grind in this pack. And don't worry, they get much, much worse. Don't ask me about making buckets of concrete for the primitive blast furnace. Yeah, it's not fun. It's a lot worse than just bucket, flap one item around on the crafting table and call it a day. It's far worse than that. And there's our 16 paper. I should probably put those stairs in right there while I'm thinking about it. Just to save on hunger a little bit. That would be wise here. That. That. And that. There we go. Much better. Okay, so this gives me a blank pattern. These are just made with 4 paper. So now we'll get into tinkers, and then we'll get our, what do you call it, coke oven there. We need to make all these: part builder, stencil table, tool station, pattern chest. These are just various combinations of wood, mostly. This needs some string, so there's a few random little things just mixed in there like that. It shouldn't be like the end of the world or anything, though. This needs to be oak. That's why. That's one thing that's very picky about what it's built out of. 3 sticks, a blank pattern, and a soft mallet. Need to grab my mallet. I'm definitely going to have to make another one there. Okay. I keep forgetting that, yeah, there we go. Alright, now let's make the stencil table. Needs 2 fences, another pattern, so we'll go ahead and turn 3 of these into more patterns. Alright, we already know how to make fences, so that's not that bad. I just need more of these. Boom, 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 boom. And yeah, that's not how you make a fence. It's the opposite of that, isn't it? Yeah, it's only 2. No, I kind of overcrafted, but I'll use it. That's a big thing in GregTech too, is batch crafting. If I need 1 of something, just make 20, you'll use it. Sort of idea. Oh, I'm stupid, that's why. Alright, why are you not cooperating? Ay, ay, ay. Some of the recipes in this pack are still a little fudged up. There we go. Certain things are still messed up like that. And then I need that. I'm just going to replace it with that. Okay, tool station is just sticks, a crafting table, and a pattern. Don't really care about sleeping right now. I should probably close that off, though, just in case. What am I missing? Sticks, and that's it. Sticks. There's the tool station. Pattern chest is a chest, sticks, and pattern. All right, chest. 4 sticks, and that should be enough. Boom. There it is. That gives some more patterns, plus Tinker's Book. Alright, we want the wooden brick form. This is just a pattern with a knife and a specific spot on the crafting grid. Plenty easy to do. Just boom, boom, done. Just like that. I want to go ahead and get this stuff set up over here. Is that I really don't care, like, if I ruin this little area, it's like, this is all temporary anyway. Like, it's just, the wall's just gonna get sealed up. So, it is what it is. Like, I literally could not care less about this little spot. We're gonna take that, make another one of those. Alright, so this will be the tool station. This will be the pattern chest with the part builder. This way the pattern chest is right there. Be directly accessible from the part builder because this is where the patterns go. So, and we'll put the stencil table right there. Just like that. And I will need to make a crafting station right there, but let's do that here. Crafting station is crafting table and stall. Can't make it just yet. We're not quite there. Bummer. I'm gonna be like, if I can get away with it, I can get away with it, but can't get away with it. Let's drop that out there real quick. Okay. So now we take that. We need to make 104 unfired coke oven bricks. Now we use some clay and sand with the wooden brick form. It's like easy enough. We don't need the gravel really, but I'm gonna go ahead and have it on me. Alright, so we take all of that, just like that. Boom. Alright, I need more sand. And I'm also gonna need a lot more wood here. Or at least, very least, something combustible. Let's see. Oak saplings are combustible, but I don't want to burn those. Same with the ladders. These are, well, yeah, you've seen the recipe. They're hell. Alright, 18 will smelt 27. This will smelt 2. That. I mean, the real ideal method would be chop one of these suckers down right here. Bye, whoop. Bye, whoop. And yeah, as you can see, sweet berries in Minecraft 1.7. Fun. You know what? Ooh, mallow-berry bushes. Nice. I will take those. They're just gonna get replanted down at the base right over there. Let's just go ahead and do that real quick. There we go. It's just biomes of plenty. I was like, what was that? It's like, oh, it's just bop grass. dang it. That's not what I wanted to happen. Oh well. Let's just do this. Like so. I don't have one. Whoops. I get to do it the slow way. Oh well. Alright, let's chop that. Not much right now, just working towards the coke oven. Starting over from scratch on a new world. So, I actually got a really good spawn, too. This is really, really nice. I got decent supply of water right here. I got a hot, arid climate right here. Got snow climate right here. I saw the one that was in the DM, yeah. And then I got like temperate, humid climate right in here. So I got everything I need just right here. It's really nice. Doesn't really happen that often. But yeah, I watched it. So looks pretty good so far. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, they're working on more and more every day, huh? And yeah, panic, it's a floater tree. Don't even care right now. Yeah, I'm just mining up the last of the logs for smelting up the coke oven bricks, and then I gotta go get some more sand to finish those off. So my goal today is just get the coke oven, so that's usually a good, like, first session goal is coke oven, if not smeltery, but I'm not gonna make it to a smeltery today. There's just no way. Yeah, I've only got about another 20 minutes or so. I should be able to make it. Oh, that was too early. That's basically going to be sort of like first goal is kind of rush the healing axe. A little bit of normal progression has to happen like this before I can rush the healing axe. I need to get some infrastructure up and running. And also find all of the gardens. Mainly steel infrastructure is kind of required because of the nether, things like that. Alright, yeah, I'll talk to you later tonight. If I don't fall asleep by then, anyway. So my sleep schedule is kind of going cuckoo here lately. Did I even pick that up? Yeah. Sometimes those don't make a noise, and it's really weird when they don't. I still gotta... I'm gonna have to double check in creative on a test world, see if there's a way to still do those the old way. Where you don't break them fully like that. Alright. Let's just make a stack. Toss that walnut on the floor for now. Alright, that will make 45. 13 more here, so 3, 6, 9, 12, and 13 and a half. So close enough. Small amount of waste is inevitable. It's just going to happen. And it's like at this point, it is what it is, you know? Alright, so primary thing I need is shovels. Shovels. Yeah, right here. Like, is there any more closer that I can grab? Here it is. They kind of used up a bunch of it there, and now I gotta get more. But it shouldn't be too bad. This is probably plenty right here, in fact. And it is quickly becoming nighttime. I need to expedite right now. Yeah, that's all of it. I'm looking on the mini-map. The only entity radar I enabled was for dropped items. Everything else is disabled except for dropped items and flares. By default, journey map that they put in the pack has entity radar disabled, but it's nice to have it for dropped items so you know if you forgot something on the ground somewhere. And this is a different mini-map mod entirely, so very different in fact. This, I'm just gonna go like that and make it all. Alright, that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42. Now we wait. Alright, I can go make some more paper while I wait. You know what? Just finish it off. Alright, that gets 6 more crafts. That's not bad. And I probably will do a bunch of grinding, like, off camera. Just like I did last time, like... I'm not gonna sit here and mine, you know, entire ore veins on camera or sit here and mine like, you know, 10,000 clay on camera, that sort of thing. I just don't see a point. It's not entertaining. So, but the entire beginning of this pack is not really entertaining, so it doesn't really change much in a way. So the first parts of this pack are very grindy, and there's just nothing you can do about it. There are, like, other GregTech packs, like Nomi Factory and stuff like that, which are basically GregTech, but a little bit less grindy. They kind of most of them remove the Steam Age. They're all variants of something called Omni Factory, which was an older GregTech pack that removed most of the early game grind out of it. Like, it removed the Steam Age and things like that. Made getting ores easier to get. Like, it gave you mining hammers and stuff, like, right from the start of the game. So just AoE tools straight from the beginning. And things like that. It just makes it less grindy and easier overall. Like, some of the GregTech nerfs are disabled in those packs, unless you play them in hard mode. This pack, everything is nerfed, so not much you can do there. Alright, we got 5 patterns, so we should be okay now. So we come to our stencil table. Alright, we're going to need at minimum a tool binding, shovel, axe, pickaxe, and we'll go ahead and make a sword blade pattern. I will need one more to do this. I'm going to need a wide guard pattern. Just don't have that yet. So now we can do this and make actual, like, decent tools here that don't permanently break, which is very nice. Alright, so we'll make a wooden binding and a stick. You can just use sticks in place of the normal stuff here. Alright, where is it? Your first tool. Here we go. Yeah, so it's like right here. It's telling me to make this. I need to make a couple more sticks. Because that is, again, that is not an optional task, as you see there. Alright, let's make sure that task is complete. Yep, all the tasks are complete, right? Okay, flint pick, hatchet, and shovel. Not that hard. We just go here, flint pickaxe, drop it at once in there. Boom, got a flint pick. Now we can do this, like that, get our flint shovel. You know what slots you put everything in, you don't actually have to change that. Unless it has the wrong number of slots for what you're wanting to make. Alright, there's that. 10 flint, 2 patterns. I'm going to take the 4 patterns for free. Just because making paper right now is a pain. And I don't want to deal with that. The bummer you can't put blank patterns in there, but you can put them like right here. We'll go ahead and make that wide guard pattern. There it is. And I need to just put that there. I need to grab my sword blade pattern, wide guard stick. Good. Okay, I want a standard broadsword. That seems right. Sword blade there. So, FYI, you're coming through on the mic. Okay, Why is the wide guard not working? Material cost 0.5. Alright, they may have done something silly here. Bone, yeah, they disabled wood, that's right. Shoot. I forgot about that part. That's why it's not working. Certain things, because of iguana tweaks, are disabled. So yeah, you can make your sword blade and your stick, but you can't make the other parts. So I'm going to go ahead and burn through these other tools right here, these crappy ones, before I switch to the good ones, obviously. So we'll leave that for now. Let's see, we should be there. Yeah, 104. 26 coke oven bricks. Should have slightly more than that, but it doesn't matter. It's all going to get burned through anyway. Boom. Right, 1 coke oven. Done. And yeah, like this says, you need more wood. Jungle or spruce saplings. Hint, spruce is easier because jungles have less sapling drops and they get stupid branches that grow on them. Nobody likes chopping branches, so yeah. Then you get the good stuff. Either everybody's favorite redwood sapling right here. Yeah, it's that redwood. And the sacred oak, which is like, if you want to crash a server, this is how you do it right here. It's a bunch of these 2 trees. This one is not so insane, but these 2 are, yeah. That's all that needs to be said about those trees is just, yeah. Just don't do it unless you, want it to crash. Because it will. Those trees are insanity. And then we'll get creosote from here, which can be used as furnace fuel, so that's nice. Just gonna need more clay buckets, which isn't that hard. It's literally just clay and mortars, so whatever, you know. And paper can be made paper and a jungle sapling. Just gotta find a jungle. That's the hard part, of course. So yeah, let's go ahead and get that built. Like right over here, in fact. It's as good a place as any to put it. Right into the wall. As I do not have the materials needed to automate this thing, and I won't for a little while. Need to get into actual tech for that. So for now, this will do. Boom, boom, and we are in. Hey, can we turn this stupid stripped log into coke? Nope. I assume they just haven't finished making all the recipes for these, because hopefully they do soon. So otherwise, that's going to kind of suck, because stripped logs tend to happen by accident. A lot. And getting rid of all the garbage. And we'll take this with me. I need to make another tool station or just carry this tool station with me. Probably better to just carry the tool station until I can make an actual crafting station. So. Alright, let's sleep. Way too late. I just want to get, like, some charcoal going here. Oh, that's hilarious. That is genuinely hilarious. Let's do it that way so that can't happen again. Let's take this one down. It's close. And I will probably explore around a little bit to see if I can find a village. And like I said, I'll also mine up a bunch of like clay and stone and sand and gravel and all that good stuff. Just off camera later today if I get time. And I'll probably deal with that floater that I left over here. There's a decent amount of wood sitting right there. I hit something there. Alright, let's just gobble those up as is. Just on purpose. Very intentional. Yeah, large bacon sandwiches. Those are really nice. Like 5 and 5. These are one of the good, like, early on foods. They just take pork chops and sliced baguettes. Baguettes are literally just cooked dough, which is just a bunch of Spam's dough. Which is not hard to get. It's just salt. Salt veins are everywhere. Flour, that's easy. That's just, you know, literally just wheat, mortar it, done. Easy. So, yeah, we'll just chuck that on in there. That should fire up here in a second, and we're good. And we'll just go ahead for a couple minutes, wait on this 4 charcoal to finish, and then call it there. Let's just go finish off some of this. Burn through these fools. Ignore that, it's not an actual snake. That's just dynamic surroundings. Here it is. And mine a ton of that. Let's go ahead and pick that up while I'm here. It'll take a few minutes for 4 of those to get done. Like, they're actually pretty darn slow. So. Which is why, like I said, I'm eventually going to make like 50 coke ovens to run a railcraft boiler setup. Because that's what it takes with how slow those things are. Like, they are actually ridiculous how slow they are. And it's about to break. There it goes. We can burn through that. Alright, let's burn through this axe if I can while I wait. Plus, this will give me some more logs to shove in there. So that's worth it. And we'll just make another floater. Why not? Oops. Yeah, that's pretty much all I'm gonna do for today is just finish this off. Then tomorrow, before I go, I'll check how close I am to smeltery. I shouldn't be that far off at all. It's just gonna be a lot of mining, pretty much, and finding a village for the additional free goodies. Like, then we'll have to deal with making pizza gloves for handling lava to be able to fuel said smeltery. Things like that next time. Because, yeah, there's not really a lot of mine to do, like, underground until you start getting closer to Steam Age. Which, in order to get really into Steam Age, we need bronze, and get farther into it, we need steel, so... let's see, let's just burn this. There we go, just to get rid of it. Ow! Yeah, those suck. Well, this is not going to be fun. Guess we get this interesting little challenge to finish it off. I mean, this is really all I can do is throw myself at the problem. Until the problem goes away. So... I don't really have much of anything to defend myself with right now. And I broke the grave. That kind of blows. Oh. Sheesh. There we go. Ugh, stupid direwolves. That's the downside to living by cold biomes right there. Is you get those annoying pests every once in a while. Okay, death, 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 and death. We're already up to 6 in literally episode 1. How about that? Don't worry, that number's gonna go into the hundreds. I can guarantee you that. Let's see. Do I have all my important stuff? Yes. That should be everything. Okay, and yeah, these Tinker's tools will take damage every time I die, which is kind of a bummer. Pretty unavoidable, though. Let's just seal that off. Oh, we consume our 4 charcoal. We will take our bucket here, because I don't have iron. And maple candied bacon is tempting, but bucket is definitely the way to go there. And then, yeah, this has you make all different kinds of charcoal and coal coke and stuff like that. Coal coke is what's made by putting coal in there. Charcoal is obvious. Cactus and sugar charcoal, well, they're pretty obvious, and they can even be turned into coke and all of that, too, so... let's eat some of the human meat here. Then we'll cook some of that up by using that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here for today. I actually got a lot from dying so much. That's an easy way to get emergency food if you haven't already eaten some recently. So, like, that's a very good, quick way to get some free food. Very quick. And I also got the bone I needed from that. So, in fact, you know what? Let's finish it off by making that. Since I got it, why not? Alright, so now if we come to our bone wide guard, then our flint sword blade. And I will need to put that down. Alright, boom, boom, boom. And we got our flint broadsword. There we go. Alright, let's call it on there. I get both of those, so that's nice. Alright, so yeah, that'll be all for me today. Let's see. Next goal is going to be 1, get bronze, and 2, work towards a smeltery. Let's see, where is it? Multi-block goals, I believe. Yeah, right here, the you are not prepared, but they are. So you can only do one of these. The you are not prepared is you do it yourself, or the you are not prepared, but they are is just stealing it from a village. As you can see, you don't get quest rewards for that one, but you get some Steam Age loot bags, and you get essence berries. I have not found these in the world ever, so you want these. You want to do this, because essence berries are just an easy XP farm. So yeah, that'll be the goals next time, is smeltery, and hopefully the first steam boiler. And we'll go from there. So, like I said, I'll do some grinding off camera. So, thank you everybody for watching. I will see you again tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.